Hey poses, I'm the black and white delight, Grumpy Cheeto, bringing you the return of the Triple Threat Thought. Did one of these long months ago, and decided to bring it back. It's pretty straightforward. I sit down in front of my cam, and then I talk about three subjects. Triple Threat Thought. If you don't like it, get over it. Alright, so as you saw in the description box, I'm talking about three things. Kane winning and cashing in on Money in the Bank. Rey Mysterio's, yet again, short and disgraceful title reign. And TNA, or ECW, invading TNA. I'm going to start off with Kane. The WWE did something I did not expect. I seriously had no freaking clue that they would actually give the Money in the Bank win to Kane. And then I thought they would job Kane out to be the first person to lose a Money in the Bank cash in. Nope, he won. Kane won the Money in the Bank match in a solid Money in the Bank match. Then later on in the night, he cashed in on Rey Mysterio after facing Jack Swagger and won the match. Kane is our new World Heavyweight Champion, probably gonna build into our SummerSlam match, maybe between The Undertaker and Kane for the world title. We all know it's coming. I think this is great. Kane has not won a heavyweight championship, technically, since 1998, when he had his one-day reign. I really hope that they run with this, although just like Mysterio, they shafted him, so I don't know. Kane is just, he's held like almost every title in the company except for like the US title, I think, and the Cruiserweight title, which isn't even in existence anymore. So, but I'm really liking the push Kane's been getting over the past month, even though it's kind of been cheeseball-ish. However, a push is a push is a push. It's like King Booker. You know, I hated King Booker, but a push is a push, and King Booker got the world title out of it. And he got a solid 4 or 5 month title reign out of it, too. So go, Kane. I'm rooting for you all the way, man. I hope you keep the title for a long time. You've earned it, especially with you retiring soon. Now we move on to the next part of our Triple Threat Thought, which is Rey Mysterio's disgraceful title reign yet again. Back in 2006, Rey Mysterio had just a flop of a championship. Every week he was getting beaten in non-title matches by huge guys like the Great Khali, Mark Henry, Umaga, whoever you want to throw him in the ring with. He was losing. He had he had a feud with JBL, and then he had a feud with King Booker. And then King Booker beat him for the title because Chavo betrayed him. It was so dumb, it's not even funny. It was a bad way to turn Chavo heel again. So, you know, he has a month reign, really. I mean, yeah, he beat Swagger in the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view, then he beat Swagger again here, but then right after that, Kane cashes in and shows him. Granted, I am not upset that Kane's a world champion, let me be clear. I'm just upset that they didn't give Rey Mysterio a longer title run. You know, they really should have given him a longer title run. They were doing okay with it this time. I mean, you know, Rey Mysterio had the bum ankle, but that was kind of good for Swagger to build him as a monster heel. But, you know, they just kind of cut his... And I know he's going out on injury leave because of his ankle or knee or what. I think it's his knee. He's getting major surgery, and Taker's coming back soon to take his place. But it's just like, why? Why take the belt off him so fast? You know, you could... Rey Mysterio is going to go down in history as like the dullest champion ever when the fans love him. He's probably the most, besides Undertaker, I think he's the most over champion in the WWE in like the past 10 years. Jeff Hardy probably coming in a close second. So, well, maybe Jeff Hardy beats him. I don't know, whatever. Leave your opinions in the comment box. I openly welcome opinions. And then moving on to the last of the Triple Threat Thought, which is the ECW invasion of TNA. Alright, so WWE probably doesn't care. TNA thinks it's going to get them more publicity. All I have to say to TNA, and it's a good idea, I don't mind TNA doing the ECW thing. They just need to run with it. Not like the WWE ran with it, where they kind of progressively shafted the ECW originals out of existence. They need to bring in the younger superstars to work with the extreme superstars and work together. They kind of did it in WWE's ECW, and I'm not opposed to having, like, I don't have to have all the old fogies like, you know, Sandman, Dreamer, Richards, Raven. You know, I don't have to have all those guys, you know, only in the ECW brand. You need to bring in new talent and have the extremists bring them under their wing and teach them how to do ECW right. Unlike the WWE did. They kind of started to do that, but then as it molded into a televised FCW, it just didn't work, and that's why ECW failed. Now, ECW as a product on WWE was good. It was a great undercard show. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed watching and reviewing ECW. However, when you just saw the name ECW for it, you're just like, no, this should be Easy Championship Wrestling. By the way, I gotta do it. ECW. Boom! Alright, so I think that this might be a good thing. As long as they run with it right, as long as they don't shaft the originals after about 6 months, you know, they need to work together, have an even balance of young and new superstars versus the old school guys, and have the old school guys lead it. Like, for the first couple months, you need to have Tommy Dreamer and Raven feuding. You need to have Rob Van Dam, if he's going to be in it, versus, like, you know, Al Snow. I saw Al Snow out there. I don't know whose side he's on, but I saw him out there. You know, they need to have the ECW veterans lead it for a while, let the undercarders come up, and then start building and letting the... I mean, look at Abyss. Abyss is perfect for this. He's not an ECW original, but he has proven himself to be an awesome hardcore superstar. That's exactly what we need, is awesome hardcore superstars. And you know what? They're going to be bred. They're not going to be grown overnight like the WWE wanted. So TNA, do it smart. Take your time. As I said, let the old school ECW kind of lead it, and then gradually meld in the younger guys, and then have a good mix. You can't just have the younger guys take over. You have to have a good mix of older superstars, veterans, and younger superstars. So, I guess that's it. That's my thoughts on the Triple Threat Thought number 2. I don't know how often I'm going to do these, whenever I have time, and whenever something big happens in wrestling, I guess. So, anyway, I'm Grumpy Cheeto,
they see. I will define the things you dream. Go check the scores again. Call mine.